Hey guys, what's up? My name is Tom Spark, and today we're going to take a look at some of the top tech websites and take a look at their best VPN list and see how they compare to mine. As someone who's almost reviewed like most of the biggest VPNs out there and even a lot of the smaller ones, I feel like I have a pretty good honest opinion on which VPNs are the best to use. Not only that guys, but my channel is strictly non-biased. I don't accept any money to place my VPNs in certain rankings. And I've only really done a couple of sponsored reviews, which I've been totally honest and not changed my opinion on. So guys, a lot of these websites out there that you can see have kind of deals with VPN providers that they don't really disclose. Of course, they are affiliates like me, which means they make money by directing users to links. But these websites often pick VPNs that you might be wondering, why are they topping these lists and stuff like that? And you'd think if objectively VPNs would be the same on every list, but in a lot of cases a lot of these websites kind of have different VPNs on their list based on who's paying them more or which VPNs are offering them better deals and so forth. Not only that guys, but a lot of websites are actually owned by VPN companies, which is really shady and just you can't really be sure what to trust. That's one reason why I made my website in the first place, to give honest, unbiased opinions on VPNs in objective review formats and fashions with my reviews and my videos. So guys, today we're going to take a look at some of the top tech websites and give you what I think about some of these rankings. So TechRadar is a pretty big website, and their number one rated VPN is ExpressVPN. So let's see what they say. Wide range of secure VPN apps. Okay, that's fair. A lot of smaller VPNs don't have mobile apps, Chrome extensions, and stuff like that. But it's not really something I'd really point out as like a huge pro. That's kind of just something that you would expect. Now, 24/7 live customer support. I can verify that they don't have 24/7 live customer support. They do have customer support a lot of the time. Let's go ahead and check it out right now and see if they actually. All right, well, it looks like ExpressVPN does have it up right now, but I've had a couple instances where ExpressVPN wasn't live chatting all the time. So keep that in mind. They definitely don't have 24 customer support. Looks like they do have it up right now, so that's good to see at least. That's funny, his name is Thomas, my name is Thomas. So let's go back guys, check out some of these other things. Ultra fast VPN servers in 94 countries. They are a pretty quick VPN in my tests, but they're not the quickest by any stretch of the imagination. In terms of torrent speeds and stuff like that, they weren't incredibly fast, just kind of regular. And speed tests were okay as well. I've definitely tested faster VPNs though. 30-day money-back guarantee is actually quite good. You don't see every VPN offering this, of course. Most are around 7-day, but 30-day money-back guarantee is good. Now, one of the bad things about ExpressVPN is that it only offers 3 connections, and I would have to agree. Notice, guys, however, that they don't have a couple things that I find wrong with ExpressVPN, which creates some of a bias in this little format here. Another minus that I would like to add on is that ExpressVPN is actually incredibly expensive, which is one of the biggest reasons why I don't recommend it all the time. It's actually $12.95 a month, and a lot of the things that are good about it, like its usability, great first-time setup, I guess its compatibility with Netflix sometimes. A lot of these cool things about ExpressVPN aren't really that unique. So when you're paying this premium price, are you really getting anything extra that you couldn't get with another VPN? Well, not really. Besides maybe like the super simple first-time setup, that's really the only thing about ExpressVPN that I find that unique. They say here that they offer a lot of locations and countries, but there's really not that much. They have a lot of apps, and they have some extra browser extensions and stuff like that. One thing I do like about ExpressVPN is they do have a lot of coverage on some of these like smart TV, like the Amazon Fire Stick. They do have an app, which is good to see. They are a really big VPN, so it's kind of allowed them to leverage their money and stuff like that and make a lot of platforms, which is cool about it. 24/7 customer support, I would beg to differ that it's not 24/7. It is decent live chat though. PTP support, a kill switch and stuff like that is good to see. Of course, a lot of other VPNs have this as well, even ones that aren't really that good. Downsides here, 3 simultaneous connections, I would agree with that. But then they do mention the premium price tag. Overall though, I don't think ExpressVPN is special enough to warrant that premium price tag. Let's look at the second thing on the list, IPVanish. I would actually agree that this is a very good VPN to mention. But let's see, let's look at the free trial, no free trial, only supports 2 connections. So if you're looking at these two, why would ExpressVPN be rated above IPVanish? So why is ExpressVPN necessarily rated above this? It says it has more servers and more servers locations. But besides that, guys, I don't really think that's a good indicator of, both of these VPNs have a lot of servers, and IPVanish has very fast servers. You can see here, they have 5 devices connected simultaneously. It's cheaper per month. It has just as good as speeds. They don't mention kill switches and things like this. IPVanish also has a ton of apps. So really, guys, we're kind of wondering when you're looking at this list, why is ExpressVPN rated higher than IPVanish? You could argue maybe there's more servers, but that's kind of a hard number to gauge because it's not really like they're talking about when you're connecting to a server, you just pick a location and stuff like that. So not the best indicator, guys, but already in this list, we could kind of see that IPVanish probably should be above ExpressVPN, if anything, just for it has the same amount of features but a lesser price. The one thing that I would say that ExpressVPN probably does better than IPVanish is that it does work with Netflix more often. So if you're willing to pay $3 a month more for Netflix, maybe that would make ExpressVPN better. But I would argue that IPVanish does have better speeds than ExpressVPN for torrenting and stuff like that. And IPVanish also does have a freely included BitTorrent proxy, which this review fails to mention. So number 3 on the list is going to be VPN. Now, VPN is a decent VPN provider, but in terms of my opinion, I don't think it's really top tier. So my tested speeds weren't really that great. VPN has a really aggressive marketing campaign, so you're going to see them on a lot of these lists, even though they're not the best VPN in my opinion. They are a bit cheaper than ExpressVPN, and they do have a good amount of clients and things like that, but they don't do refunds like it says here. And I just think that their speeds and overall, it's just kind of a mediocre in terms of speeds and pricing. I guess it's just kind of a standard VPN in my opinion, but one that I did review and found okay to use, and it did kind of work with Netflix in my tests. But it's definitely better than it was before, but nothing really that stand out to me. I think it's perhaps a better option maybe than ExpressVPN. Again, why is this low on the list compared to ExpressVPN? Who's to say? Now, NordVPN is one of these favorite VPN providers, a lot of these websites. You can tell that NordVPN kind of pays a lot of these websites off. As you can see here, they don't really even have any cons or anything like that. But NordVPN to me is way overhyped. It's kind of more expensive than some other options in the same vein as ExpressVPN. Not only that, but it doesn't really have that good of speeds, and a lot of times when I'm using the app, it can be kind of buggy. There goes ExpressVPN again trying to talk to me. Now, TunnelBear is another VPN that you see on a lot of these lists, guys, and honestly, I'm not quite sure why. And they don't even put that it doesn't even work with torrenting right here. Let's see if it even mentions it. It doesn't mention it at all. Why would you put a VPN on a list like this? It doesn't even support torrenting. Now, they do have a free model, which is really easy to use. It is user friendly, and they do have a wide range of client software, and the speeds are okay, but they don't support torrenting. And why would you want a VPN with the same price point that doesn't support torrenting? Not sure why it's on this list at all. Now, OneScribe is an interesting option to see on this list because it does provide a free plan. Of course, you're gonna have to do some post to Twitter or verify your account or something like that to get that 10 gigabytes of monthly data. It's one of my top rated VPNs, and I like it because it does have that generous pricing plan to try as a trial. But overall, maybe it's not the best VPN to pay monthly because there are some better options out there. Well, anyways, guys, some of these other VPNs are just kind of standard in my opinion, and of course they just kind of put them on here at the list to just kind of tack on some other ones. But as you can see, guys, with this one from TechRadar at least, ExpressVPN probably doesn't be rated up here. I would actually place IPVanish above it, and of course VPN is okay, but overall, guys, the number 1 rated VPN is what's the most important in a lot of ways because that's what people are going to click on when they're viewing this article. and I would disagree that ExpressVPN deserves to be number 1. Let's take a look at PC Mag. This is more of a comparison-based kind of article where you could see them talking about VPNs and stuff like that, and of course putting them up side by side, which presents like a clear-cut comparison. Now, as you can see here, we got private internet access, NordVPN, and TunnelBear ranking top on the list. Not quite sure why. As you can see here, TunnelBear doesn't even support P2P torrenting, and they don't have geographically diverse servers. So as you can see here from the list, that TorGuard actually checks more of these boxes than TunnelBear, but somehow it's not an editor's choice, which doesn't really make sense. And you can see here, free version available, free trial available. Not really free version. Let's verify that right now. Yeah, so 3-day trial available. Sorry, PC Mag, not free version. Free version would be something more like TunnelBear. So already we're finding faults in this chart. Additionally, guys, let's see here. Yeah, so the only difference between TorGuard and NordVPN in this chart is the free version available, and it's not even a free version, it's trial. So let's go ahead and take that off, and you can see that TorGuard really checks all the same boxes that NordVPN does, but it's somehow rated back here. Same with private internet access. If this chart was to be made more accurate, I would move TorGuard right here and next to private internet access, because those are my top rated 2 VPNs. And NordVPN, I would put just lower, because some of the things on this list here aren't really listed. Let's see why I would do that. Okay, with TorGuard you could put it at the front, NordVPN maybe behind it. NordVPN is actually more expensive than TorGuard, private internet access, and IPVanish. So the correct chart would be maybe TorGuard, private internet access, and IPVanish, or TorGuard and private internet access being editor's choice with 5 out of 5 because they both block ads, whereas IPVanish could be maybe 3rd, and that's my ranking. As you can see, even if this chart didn't have that free version thing available and it included a pricing category, it would fix this chart dramatically, guys. Not only that, but TunnelBear doesn't really be deserving it up here because it's the only one on this list that doesn't support P2P. So guys, this is just an example of show you, if you use some critical thinking and VPN knowledge, that you can actually take these articles and actually make up your own opinions about them, as long as you are educated enough to see the flaws. Like in my example, since I've done so many of these reviews, I could point out the flaws in these articles like this. Additionally, guys, you could see that some of these other VPNs kind of check the boxes, like CyberGhost, but in my experience, they just don't have as good as speeds, or as reliability, or as many features. You don't really have a features category here with some of these apps like TorGuard and IPVanish really having in-depth features, where some of these apps like maybe CyberGhost and these other VPNs up here don't have some of those cool features. But anyways, guys, yeah, that's just dissecting this table and showing you kind of how I would rearrange it in a more objective fashion than this weird categorization of free trial and not including pricing, as those are very important options when you're considering a VPN, the price, if you can afford it or not. Another thing I want to look at, guys, is this one, Tom's Guide. It's a popular kind of forum-based guide about hardware and apps and services and stuff like that. We're looking at their list. It's good to see that private internet access is up here high, because it's a cheap VPN that offers a lot of features and good speeds, but its reputation has come under scrutiny lately by myself and a lot of the other community, with them having Roger Ver in the community, or the owning a stake in the company, as well as hiring other people, as like the person who caused the whole Mt. Gox Bitcoin scandal. So it is a decent VPN, but not the most reputable. Of course, I keep it in my ratings just because it is a decent VPN, but I do have a warning in my review that if you are, concerned about cryptocurrency then and where it's going, maybe not support private internet access. Linscribe, decent here. It's interesting to see 2 big discrepancies between number 2 and number 1 on this list. But again, just some of these mediocre VPNs and nothing really that special. It's kind of a weird list here. It's not really organized exactly. I'm not really sure why that would be. Yeah, I agree with that. Easy but slow. Looks good, acts bad. I actually agree with those pretty well. powerful but pricey. That's a pretty good statement about ExpressVPN. These are actually more honest reviews that I would actually agree with. Let's see, anything else here? Not the swiftest. I actually thought that VPN Unlimited was pretty fast. It's actually a pretty good deal. But you know, maybe not the best VPN to use for some other reasons. If you want to check out my review, it's on my website. I might do a review of that on the channel actually soon. Jack of all trades, I would say that's pretty good for IPVanish, except it doesn't really support Netflix. TunnelBear, good for newbies definitely, but not good for, you know, power users. I would adjust that there. Best overall, best free option, sure, but maybe not best paid option. Let's go ahead and check out another list from the Wirecutter. Now the Wirecutter is actually a pretty reputable kind of review affiliate website that reviews products. I've gone here before to check out some reviews on chairs and stuff like that. Now unfortunately their top pick is IPVanish, which I'm not really sure why, but as you can see here, budget pick is going to be TorGuard. Now I do disagree with cheaper but yes, less user friendly. Now TorGuard's apps are actually really straightforward to use. If you can see here, I'll just launch TorGuard's app. Let's see how hard it is to use as an example. Alright guys, so here we go, launch TorGuard app. Okay, I want to connect. What should I do? Do I push connect? Is that what I do? Oh, I'm connected. Alright guys, so IPVanish is top rated here on this website. They say they are very trusted and transparent. They have a good, they display information about leadership team. Not sure why that's really that much of a pro. They interviewed them, which means that they're kind of close contact with them. As additionally, it's easy to set up and use. You can make it better with firewall. It's more expensive than other competitors. So it's worth the price because it's trustworthy, secure, and usable. Okay, it's kind of vague. Let's go ahead and see what I thought of IPVPN. So let's see here. It is one of the most expensive VPNs I've tried. I remember this. IPVPN is around $15 a month, guys. $15 a month. Why would you ever recommend a VPN that expensive? Are you saying that IPVPN being $5 more than TorGuard makes it that much more user-friendly and easy to use? I don't think so. Additionally, guys, as you can see, the software, it's okay, but let's see what I said about it. You do need to get an individual logon from the company, which is kind of annoying in terms of passwords and stuff like that. It doesn't have any settings within the app that prevents IP leaks, like DNS leak protection, IPv like protection, WebRTC, and stuff like that. They do have a kill switch. I found the information here about the service isn't really super useful since it does a ping of the server, but not what your ping will be connected to it. Overall though, it does have a pretty good, easy to use app, but some essential protection features and stuff like that are perhaps missing. Definitely not worth $15, definitely surpassed by some other VPNs. Mobile software, IPVPN doesn't really have a mobile app. Extra services, they only allow 3, so some other VPNs offer more. As you can see, IPVanish, Private Internet Access, TorGuard all offer 5. So again, I get surpassed by some of these VPNs. The website's just, you know, fine. The servers, they don't have as many servers as some other VPNs. Privacy, they have different privacy, but in my speed tests, it was actually really bad. So you can see here, 169 ping, 168 ping, pretty slow download rates and stuff like that. As you can see here, guys, not the best. Support was actually pretty decent, but overall, guys, my rating was a 5.9. Due to poor speeds, no live chat, it's expensive and missing some IP leak protection features. So guys, as you can see here, with an in-depth look at even this comparison between these two, it makes you wonder why this is their pick when it's $15 a month and it's slow speeds, only 3 connections. You know what's going on? Well, it might be because they have a talk with the leadership team or something like that. I actually think TorGuard here is a good choice, but it should be number 1 on this list. They have 5 simultaneous connections. It's $12 a month. They have some of the fastest torrent speeds that I've seen and verified in my videos, as you can watch on the channel. Not only that, but they have tons of features and they work with Netflix, which I don't think IPVPN does. Alright guys, if you stuck around for this entire exhaustive video of my analysis of some of the top VPN lists, and hopefully you've come to understand some transparency on my part on how I look at VPN reviews, how I look at VPNs, and how I make these decisions on if I should recommend them or not. It really comes down to objective, non-biased opinion about these VPNs. Maybe not even opinion, just objective, non-biased facts that I present to you. So when you're looking at a VPN, you need to look at the simultaneous connections. Shoot for 5. If you want to look at a VPN, look for torrent compatibility. See you later, Tunnel Blair. If you want to look at VPN, look for Netflix compatibility, streaming compatibility, the speeds that the VPN can offer you, if it has good speeds with torrenting as well. Not only that, but look at the features of a VPN. Look and see if it has IPv6 protection, DNS leak protection, kill switches. Look for that stuff. Not only that, guys, but you really want to consider the price. What are you paying for? Are you paying for a product that just has a higher price to make more money, or are you paying for a product that is competitive with those on the market? I would not buy a VPN that is more expensive than $10 a month. That's the fact of the matter. That means ExpressVPN, NordVPN. All these VPNs like that are just out of question. They just aren't worth the price. Anyways, guys, I hope you've learned something here in this video. My name is Tom Spark, and I'll see you again on the next VPN review, helpful tutorial, or tip or something like that. Now, guys, let me know if you need any questions or have any questions answered, and I'll see you again on the next one.